Let's hope their dreams can come true. It shows that the past is not as important as the future. Now, as the world tackles the migration crisis, homegrown solutions are being developed by some Nigerians to help reduce the number of people risking their lives for a better life outside the country. Ugochi Oluibo has more.
Here at this car wash in K2, Lagos, Nigeria, where he makes a living washing and cleaning cars. He makes about 500 naira daily, that's less than $2 US. In the evenings, he heads here to play football, sharpening his skills on the pitch. Once he had dreams beyond the car wash, a dream of life outside the shores of Nigeria. But all that changed when a close friend who he assisted with his savings to make the treacherous journey ahead of him narrated his near-death experience through the desert and across the Mediterranean on a journey to Europe.
Only surviving in that desert alone, you will spend 3 to 4 days to survive in that desert. Then you will buy gari. Those things will not even last you because you will sleep. When Wisdom was trying narrating the story, they will sleep with dead being. When those that they are traveling and they are full government, they will eat on themselves. They will eat on themselves. That's the dead. And you are dying, you saw a dead man, you will eat his flesh alive like that, not even cooking or roasting it, you will eat it just to survive.
Thousands have become slaves to human traffickers or victims of organ trafficking mafia. Many more have been deceived into traveling legally only to realize it wasn't exactly what it seemed.
One of my friends, they told them that they want to travel, they gave them, they signed, they paid for their flight, everything. But when they got there, it was another thing. They were using them for prostitute and so on. But it's been like a year I talked to her last. I can't even reach her anymore. I don't know if he's alive.
I traveled and he told me the agents are going to come and pick me at Sao Paulo, and nobody came to pick me. And I have to take a trip to Macapa. That was where the club was, and I found out that the club was no more existing and they've been disbanded for 3 years. So, and the police that would pick me up took me to a Catholic church. That was where I stayed for the 3-month visa to expire before I came back to Nigeria.
For Africans like Chiboy, the big dream of a good life abroad drives them into making that dangerous journey through the desert and the Mediterranean. With war, poverty and hunger fueling their desire, it's such a difficult task convincing them not to get on the next rubber dinghy.
It is a difficult task stopping the illegal migration trend, but one that one man and his wife have decided to take on. Emmanuel Okonkwo has enough experience on the long and dangerous journey to Europe and is determined to stop the next young person from setting out on the same journey he did 23 years ago.
It felt hopeless, and I decided to leave Nigeria, get a fake traveling document. So I left Nigeria and went to Egypt. And then from Egypt, I went to Damascus, Syria. I lived in a ghetto. It's called a ghetto. It's just a place where black people come and you pay your ghetto fee. You can leave Syria, then get to the Turkish post. And if the Turks say you're not coming in, then you try to return to the Syrian post and they might just say you're not coming in. And a lot of us set out on that journey. Most of us didn't make it.
Their Inner City Outreach Nigeria Foundation uses football, music, dance and crafts to teach life skills that supports the dreams of these young ones.
Success is not an Oyibo thing. Success is not something, you don't have to be in America to be successful. We believe that while we're playing football here, some of you may sign contracts. While we're playing football here, some of you will learn and trade, open up businesses. It is very possible to be successful in Nigeria. I want somebody to say, I can be successful in Nigeria. I can be successful in Nigeria.
Despite the challenges the foundation faces, the couple isn't willing to stop.
Okay, you stop them from going, but then what do? Do they turn to prostitution here? Do they turn to, no, give them a better future here. Give them a hope, give them life skills, training that they can actually do things safe for themselves. So they don't have to look abroad as the heaven.
So far, they are making a difference in the lives of those they have met.
So you can make hearts back now. Yes, I can make money out of it and have my own company. Because right now I have my own certificate. Now I can come out easily to tell you that this is what I want to do, this is who I am, and this is who I'm playing.
This program has helped me to look for, not to only say what I want to be, but to work towards what I want to be. It has helped me to figure things out. So it has helped me in a way that gives me confidence. I learned hairdressing, bead making, baking, I'm into kitchen crafts.
Earlier this year, the foundation helped link Wasiu, a trolley pusher locally called Alabaru at Ketu Market, who's got great football skills, to a club in Jordan where he's now legally pursuing his dream of playing professional football. Many who are spending time here may not end up playing international football like Wasiu, but they are honing better skills to face life with greater hope.
If football doesn't happen, I got another skill that I can use to get out to make a living for myself, which is apprentice, which I learned, apprentice. So if it doesn't work out, I believe I definitely believe it's going to work out. I know it's going to work out. So if it doesn't work out, there must be a plan B, alternative. So I'll go for the other skill.
In 2017 alone, between January and May, over 1,000 migrants have died at sea. But it's difficult to assure people who are leaving or fleeing war and hunger from their countries to stay back when they feel hopeless.
We're telling them not to make that journey, but we're not just telling them, we're helping them start businesses, we're mentoring, go start a barber shop, go back to school, we're paying. That's the only way you can present this argument to them not to travel.
These young ones are learning that life in Ketu can be greener than the fairy tale green pastures on the other side of an unknown country.
I should not even tell my enemy to even embark on that journey because it's kind of risky. It's not even that it's risky. There's 90% of you dying in that road.
Ogochi Olibo, TVC News.
Wow, how do you convince them to stay back? You can actually make it in Nigeria.